Are you a home seller and you've heard the term pocket listing and you're wondering if that would apply to you and if it would be a good idea? Well, if so, you've come to the right place because this is our conversation starting now. Hey Bay Area friends, this is Ginger Faith from Ginger Faith Realty Team here in the beautiful Tri-Valley Bay Area, California. And some sellers think about possibly offering their house as a pocket listing. It's unusual, but has taken up some steam here in the Bay Area recently. So here's what it is. In a traditional sale of a house, you go directly to a realtor and they put it on the MLS. Also known as the IDX. That's where it goes on to Movoto, Zillow, Redfin, and all of the search engines all over the place. That's traditional. And that's actually a very effective way of getting the word out there that you're selling your house. That's why most sellers opt for the traditional MLS route. However, there are some advantages of doing a pocket listing. So, for example, people who have very, very exclusive homes and they don't want just anyone traipsing through their home. For example, celebrities. A celebrity will often do a pocket listing, and what that basically means is it does not mean that they're not getting any publicity. What it does mean is that the agent reaches out to other agents that they know have buyers in that particular price category and are looking for homes in those areas. We as realtors have buyers lists. People who are interested, they're raising their hands and we're saying, hey, we want this house, this area, this price. And so with a pocket listing, it kind of goes under the radar, but definitely gets exposure. This is why some people would opt for a pocket listing if they're a celebrity. Well, what if not? You're not a celebrity. Would you opt for a pocket listing? Well, we do find that off-market properties do come to us quite a bit as agents, and there are other reasons why people would opt for pocket listings. Another reason is that it limits the exposure. Maybe it has a lot of deferred maintenance. With probates, we often deal with people who have had homes that they've inherited, and maybe it's a hoarder house. In that case, there's a limited number of buyers who would want that house because maybe it doesn't have the ability to be lended on. If it doesn't have a kitchen, non-functioning bathrooms, you need cash buyers for certain extreme properties. And so a pocket listing, we often see off-market listings that come our way through the radar of agent to agent or investor to investor in order to facilitate the sale a little easier. So for example, if you have a major fixer-upper and you just don't want to deal with it, you just want to offload it and you know it's going to be a ton of work, then you would opt for it to be off the market where we have a bunch of cash buyers waiting, contractors and investors who already understand how to fix up, clean out, and beautify properties. So a pocket listing might be valuable for you in that case. Occasionally, as was happened to me about 8 months ago, I had somebody come to me and they already had a buyer. So that's never going to go on the MLS. They did an appraisal of the property. They know exactly what they want for it. They made an agreement between them. The buyer went to a lender and it never hit the MLS. So that's another reason for an off-market that would be considered a pocket listing, is if somebody knows somebody who's looking in that neighborhood, or through the word of mouth, you want to sell your property and you get somebody directly. Another way is for market testing. Now, some sellers just want to do a little market test and kind of get the word out there. Yeah, I'm thinking of selling my property on 123 Main Street. Anybody out there? Talk to a few agents and see if they know any buyers. Some of these are the reasons why a seller would want to do a pocket listing, and some of the pros that come with it would be privacy. Whether you're a celebrity or have a hoarder house, you may want privacy for those reasons. And so a pocket listing will give you the privacy that you're looking for. In addition, it will give you some pricing leverage, since sellers who have pocket listings typically are not desperate to sell. They are usually attract buyers who are more serious in nature. The other way that a pocket listing is valuable is one of the metrics that all agents understand is DOM, days on market. When you see something that's been on the market for 30, 60, 90 days, there's a thing called market stagnation that takes place. With a pocket listing, there's no market stagnation. It could hang out there for a year. So if you're in a situation where you're not wanting to commit, but you want to see what the market would test out as, then a pocket listing again might have some value to you, and it will not have the stagnation of a days on market that would be extensive and would prohibit buyers from looking at your house thinking that there's something wrong with it because the DOM has been extensive. There are a few cons, of course. There are fewer buyers. So of course you have to recognize that. But if you've got a solid appraisal and you're working with an agent in the area who has a plethora of buyers, number one, and number two, really understands the market numbers and what your house is worth, then that should not be a significant issue. Of course, there would be potential longer selling time, which goes in hand with fewer buyers. But again, we have plenty of buyers who are looking right now in the Bay Area because right now we have a white hot market. So hopefully this has helped you understand what a pocket listing is. And so of course, reach out to me if you have any questions, if you have a specific issue regarding your probate listing or your listing that you're looking at and you're wondering what to do with it. Feel free to give me a call, 925-580-2231, or just post a comment and reach out. Ginger Faith from Golden Canyon Properties and Ginger Faith Realty team here in the beautiful Tri-Valley. Until next week, take care.